In your periodic trends lab, we discussed an aqueous solution of sodium chloride or barium hydroxide. These were compounds that we placed in water and they dissolved, so we said they were soluble. Let's talk more about solutions. So a solution is a homogeneous mixture consisting of ions or molecules. Here we see sugar molecules being placed into some coffee. So the sugar molecules are now surrounded by these water molecules. Before we get too far along, let's see what you understand about things that dissolve in other things. Answer this question. Let me give you a visual to help clarify the question. I have a certain amount of liquid water here, 100 milliliters. We're going to pour this into a flask. We'll now add some sugar. I'll shake this vigorously to help this sugar dissolve, so it's now all dissolved into the water. Let's see how much we have now. Wait a second. That's right, more stuff means it's going to take up more space. In a solution, we have a solvent. That is the major component of a solution. Here, it's water. The other component is the solute. That's the minor component of a solution. In this case, it's the sugar. Solutions can be found not only in liquids, but also in solids, like this rock, or in gases, as in the air we breathe. Notice the amount of solute being added to our solvent. As we begin adding the solute, we start with a dilute concentration, and as we add more and more of the solute, it becomes more and more concentrated. Eventually we'll reach a point where no more solute can dissolve in the solvent, and at this point we say that it is saturated. In order to measure the concentration of a solution, we just take the solute and divide by the whole solution. When I'm making chocolate milk, I'll add 1, maybe 2 scoops of chocolate. To my daughter, this is no good. She calls this dilute. A small amount of solute compared to the solution is something we call dilute. If I'm making chocolate milk for my daughter, I've got to do it this way. A lot of scoops. In this situation, we have a huge amount of solute compared to solution, and we call this concentrated. Tomorrow in class, we'll discuss how we measure amounts of stuff in chemistry.